Good morning. Uh, Brunch again. Soon to be lunch. You can fantasize about dinner with friends. Work, comments, and the cult. And it all kind of is going to come together. Oddly enough, in the real world and in reactions. It's really cool. First and foremost, I just got back from the bid. Start a new job tomorrow morning. Yay! I kind of felt that was going to happen. So then there'll be a bedroom. And I hear a shed roof. In the near future as well. Plus at least 2 other locations that need work. It appears it could be just fine. The bid this morning and hi to the homeowner comes with other details much later in this update. So, with that all being said, work is good. Comments and the cult go together. Why? Because of Dad Vask and Bandmade and all of that weird stuff that the 3 or 4 cult members from Dan's group really and I did a bunch of damage before your heads explode. Especially if you're just let's say a Dan fan. I went through this with Dimash, right? It's the whole there's a percentage of people who really like you just to be quiet and listen and then tell them exactly what they want to hear. Ooh, I'm not good at that. Rollen wrecks your favorite song coming up next real soon. As soon as I start those reactions, I can get to wrecking them. It's one of those things. I don't think that way. Here. I need some visual aids. Turns out I was running my mouth, and hey, who knew? And as I was doing that, I was actually saying that as much as I dislike the Super Bowl, I, like a emperor of old Rollen was going to wield one fan base against another in the Coliseum of reaction numbers. A couple fans thought it was funny. A couple people really thought I was insulting Dan. Well, not really, but enough to go, how dare you, you stoned. Yeah, no, we didn't roll up any green to start the day at all. So thank you for the viewer subscriber who got my back once. I mean, I don't believe I've ever presented a pretentious environment to pretend I'm something I'm not. And then, when the people who idolize stuff stumble across the channel, well, the cult members rear their ugly head and they're like, how dare you? And I'm like, because I have free will. It turns out a lot of people drive their cars off the road, up embankments, do all kinds of crazy stuff. I just speak my mind. But like the brand new banner on the channel says, we're just going to dispel the cult of personality one reaction at a time. Everybody else can come along for the ride because we're really not. We're sitting here thinking about what we think of songs. We can all do that privately too, of course. So we must enjoy some part of it, I would hope, beyond the song. I mean, otherwise, I'm thinking that, boy, reactions are just a unique and updated version of the radio. And I don't want to be the radio. I mean, who knew? I didn't. I did. Wait, I might have had a clue. So fun and games aside, I put the 2 reactions up there. And I said, I am positive that by putting them both out at the same time, Bandmade would get buried. So Dan would look really good. And he did. He over at the start just blew into first place for the day for me. And then there, I let you know the likes and dislikes, just in case the couple cult members thought that they were speaking for the mob. I am pretty sure I don't actually, I'm probably not that inviting for the mob. I tend to not care too much about your slings and arrows that much. Your torch and pitchforks don't bother me. And in my side research says that you're usually funded by the Empire. Right? I mean, I'm thinking the rest of us are just trying to escape a little bit of that shit. So who knows? Maybe that's why it goes the way it does. But I do appreciate everybody on both sides. The outspoken Dan Vass fans, as you can see there, to the quietly respectful, this just unleash our fury and love for the bandmate ladies and get down with the shit. So in the end, the ladies of Japanese metal on this channel shine. Baby metal sitting there with 605 views this morning. Same deal. 2 haters. I get it. And then the realization that, right, everything else very small views because that's the bus riders. There's only 30 people that come along for the whole ride. I get that. I've reflected upon this more than once. You really want to put it all into perspective for a person. I can look at that current subscriber count all I want, but I know the bus is a legitimate analogy for what I got going on. Because if y'all joined me for this video alone, just this video alone, everyone joined me, would never have to ask for support again. But you know what I mean? That's how this, it's stupid. So the bus, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody along for the whole ride. Now, anybody like the goofball side of this thing, I'm telling you that the interview and my reflections upon it are actually pretty good, I think. Now, it's not for me to say. I've said that too many times. But I feel it is going pretty well, even though you know how that goes. As always. But in general, I was pretty happy with some of the reflections. They're one-sided, but I admit the other side definitely exists. And here, this is a good spot for this. So like my bid this morning, and TDS went hand in hand and had to dispel a moment there where ideologically we obviously don't see eye to eye. I would ask why my side constantly brings up someone's name if it's not that important to the people who are tired of hearing it, when the side who listens to that same person does it in their own bubble. So then why do they keep... I just felt bad because I'm like, you're just like my dad. He's tired of hearing things, but never questions why they repeat it ad nauseum. Which I think is really interesting when you get down to it. Because it was like that, and you don't have to believe this, I certainly do, that all the commercials aren't to sell products. The products basically sell themselves. I've talked about that enough on the channel that I do believe that. The constant flow of money into the ad revenue department greases the wheels for opinions to all inflate that bubble. Hey, that was tactful. Because I don't know, right? There's another side to it. I mean, maybe a system that supports the disease and sells the cure might not ever want to look for the cause. Who knew? I mean, I think a reoccurring theme today. I mean, who knew profitability was written into corporate contracts and charters? All right, and now just jumping right into the comments for a while because, the cult was upset that, I didn't honor Dan enough. And as they were complaining about that, the bandmate lady just swooped in there. Dispelling a little TDS this morning was part of the deal. I've been gone for a few minutes. So I am being informed here that I, sir, am in for a treat going down the orbit culture rabbit hole. Well put. I recommend While We Serve next. Bet. Today I am covering my bases because I got to go to work starting tomorrow morning for at least 2 to 3 days. So today will be a long day, but it won't go out till tomorrow. You'll be seeing reactions from the long distant past in some sort of weird time machine. Probably, that might be a little too dramatic. Done deal. Throw that in the warehouse. Yeah. Just like the bus, I have better names for everything. But yeah, I hit that like and subscribe and share button so it goes in my algorithmic feed, and then I never forget about doing. Hey, I forget about doing them, but that's only because my feed is, gosh, golly gee whiz, 700. It looks like a 721 different additions to that feed. So, things happen. We've got Orbit Culture While We Serve Visualizer, official Orbit Culture. Bing! Hey, I don't ask for it, but I have to do it all the time. So, to be fair, it's a part of the gig. So, good deal. That's going up. I got that. Be right back with some translation. Back Paco and Carmen. Carmen, I'm not sure, right? So was a monster in his genre, a man who mastered all the styles of flamenco, which is very difficult, as worthy of praise as one could be given to any Pavarotti in his music style. Yeah, I got in trouble in Dimash for that. The cult really came out of the woodwork. I mean, it was like I had uttered secret incantations against the great three tenors and everything they stood for. Woof! That was wrath. Anything that sold over TV is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Boy, does that actually recruit. They're better than the Witnesses. I mean, as seen on TV is definitely more powerful than what the Watchtower's got going on. I'm just saying, you let that right in your living room ad nauseum, and the poor Watchtower people get the door slammed in their face all the time. I'm like, hey, let's sit on the porch and go deep. Where's the elder? No, you might want to get the elder for this one. I'm going to go hard. We're going to go back to Doomsday Cults. You ready? No. I understand tax-free status, all that stuff. It's good, but we're going to go back to Doomsday Cults first. Is that him? Her? Whatever? I think it's a him. Come on! Then we go to town, right? I'm cool with all that. I deal with cults. In the real world, Ange comes out of one. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? In our personal opinion, all opinions for entertainment purposes only, because the same could be said for what I believe. So there, I mean, I'm in the same side. And the cult is very angry and attacks that direction. Right? I'm hopefully not... I hope it's a pillow fight from my end. But now, so... Paco getting some love there, and then Mike D saying, listening to Paco, and another reaction talking about some bluegrass and the picking and stuff, and I was like, it's true. That thing, you just take any solo from any genre, and it appears right there's where we can hear where it was probably developed. Hey, this is one of those you just got to pull the knife out of your heart. It turns out all those licks probably existed before our country. Yeah, no. Anytime we want to take and go, oh, I'm special. For the new world, we're super special. Now, that's not a shot at myself or anyone who loves what's going on. I'm just saying, let's say music. Technically, outside of jazz, I guess did we do jazz? Did we come up with the just fuck the rules music? Because that seems like shit we do. Okay, I'm mostly kidding. Paco's got a lot of inspiration for music that we all listen to. It's fucking awesome. I'm pretty sure I do drive myself crazy, but I'm not sure what that means. What does that mean? Don't Like my own rhythm make me mad, but not crazy, not pissed. Maybe. Don't buy my own bullshit. Is that what it is? Because that I'm trying. Gosh, even if I'm wrong right here, you obviously the Freudian side of it all. Uh, yeah, no, I'm trying to be really humble right now too, but it's hard here because technically I'm alone. I got one sleeping cat. Shit, the Chihuahua's laying in the sun. Uh, Marty, yeah, no. Stay out of fucking cities. I just think if it all kicks off, it'll be to move everybody from cities into 15-minute cities and then into, central. That whole list of crazy I like going through. Um, Ooh, this is exciting. From a day ago, we have another While We Serve. So that's a twofer on that one. It's probably where I'll start my day. Very, very cool. Thank you for that. I'm thinking uh, the unfortunate truth is I had a lot of stuff sitting, kind of waiting. And the truth is, I'd like to catch up because I'm going back to work. So, more Laguna Coil. More love for Laura. Lara. Damn it. And then, I forgot this one, and I shouldn't have forgot this one. So it turns out, Rollen, to wrap up this one. Wow, it's at 20 minutes. No wonder nobody watches. To wrap this one up, Laura Fabian. Miss Fabian, I'd heard her long before I knew anything about any of this. So I saw Final Fantasy: The Spirit Within in the theater. I was actually a fan of the, whatever that is, 10. The one that blew it up and then now has to be retconned because of problematic moments. God, I love this timeline. But and then, yes, so I'm gonna grab a couple links here because I wanted to address them and appreciate and give respect to all the support that the channel has received. And I'll check them out. Yeah, it could be Patreon too. So we got that going. Here we have another link. We'll grab that. Okay. Yes, I did get that. All right, love Laura, got that. Forbidden through the. Okay, hold on. I found Through the Eyes of Glass. Forbidden. We'll check that out. We'll get that going. At that 19-minute mark. Crusader. I will come back and all right, some stuff's gonna get forgot, and that'll happen because I'd like to catch up, as I was saying. Yeah, that really helps when we're. So, it does happen sometimes, and that's how maybe this is where you go over to Patreon. I don't erase them. It might take me longer to get to them, but they don't get erased. And that wasn't erased. It's just they'll disappear from my control panel. See now, it's empty. And to go back and find them, the first moment's okay, but then it starts getting worse because it's a long list. So to be fair, I appreciate everyone. Trying to keep up is very important to me, but at the same time, tomorrow morning, Wednesday, and Thursday are super big. So, it's a balance. And I think that's no different than anyone. Sometimes it's an illusion over here on the internet because it's like, hey, it's fun. And hey, he's all smoked up with Like the cult members say, hey, he's on drugs again. Man, were you drunk? No, I'm just having a good time. But sometimes it's an illusion. And everything outside of the recording is priority number one. Be back with that today, though. Today is all about the reactions. Coming back soon. Later.